weirdly proud of that. I could do that.
Yeah.
It's all the tempo. Lizzo. Yeah. Kitty cat, kitty cat. That song has entirely taught me how to purr. And I'm fucking living for it. All the big girls down on the floor. Oh.
Nice.
Even though I fucking hate that song. I don't hate the song, I hate the tempo.
Fuck it up.
Ironically. I'm
know.
sorry, Lizzo, you're amazing, but
it's
that
a slow
song gives me
song. Why? Slow songs of a skinny hose. You literally just said that. And then it's like 80 BPM or something.
My brain just
Yeah.
comprehend.
Should have done like fucking thrash speed.
Oh, just like bo, 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 bo.
Fucking death speed.
It's moments like this I wish I could like metal growl.
I can't, I'm just playing.
I can just cackle. It's my superpower.
I have so much shit here.
So much shit where?
In my notes in my phone.
I'm so proud that you have notes.
They're just band names and shit.
Oh, I'm so proud of that. You've kept record. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Communal milk.
Yeah. Communal milk.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a better like album name maybe.
Or we could change the podcast. Communal milk podcast.
That's gross. That's not.
Dairy free.
Yeah.
Vegan. Poor almonds.
Mm.
What?
I've got a list, man.
What gives you a list then?
Well, I've got 2 lists.
Well,
sweet.
Gives you both your list then.
Oh, I've got so many though.
Pick out some crackers.
Alright, well, this one would probably be like kind of like a pretentious muso shoegazers.
Sounds like us.
Yeah.
Go.
Water for Thirsty Soil.
Ooh. I like that one. It's poetic as fuck.
Or probably like a feminist garage band. Could be called Whip Stitch.
Ooh.
Oh, or like a hardcore one called Hierarchy Zero.
I don't understand that one.
No, it was a reference to a really nerdy game. I think Scum and Villainy, and there's you get like hierarchy points, and it's like basically how like if you can convince people, if you have the more hierarchy points, the more you can like more commanding you can be. And my GM was like, well, you should get some points in that. And I'm like, no, I'm a fucking trash bot. I don't have any fucking hierarchy. If I'm convincing people, it'll be through devious means.
Witchcraft.
Yeah. And
I mean, that's fair.
I went with hierarchy 0 because I'm a fucking dead bot.
I accept that.
When a song that would probably be by Whip Stitch. Dykes for Dads.
I love and I hate that on so many levels.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still sold on Communal Milk.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
6 Foot Bitch.
You are a 6 foot bitch. That would have to be a solo project.
Here's a really good one. Penelope Pit Stains and the Cigarettes.
It is Penelope is your alter ego.
And I do have pit stains.
We are nervous bitches.
Yeah.
On that note, hi friends.
Oh fuck! I forgot where we're recording.
I just admit to them that we forgot about them.
Yeah.
All 10 of them. Hi.
Motherfuckers act like we forgot about. The people listening to this fucking terrible show. It's a fantastic show. Featuring two beautiful idiots with so much to say about life.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
I've summed it up too well. We're done. We can go on now.
Summed up. You are home.
I am. Well,
I'll pack me bags. Put my
is your-
Pombers in me Yell Raven backpack.
Mi casa, su casa.
That's true. This is second home.
Yeah.
It's like my second best tent.
It is. Yes, that's exactly right.
And I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, hi friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Whoop whoop. Welcome to 2020. First episode of and our
episode 10.
10th.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Double figures. Math.
Man, I didn't think we'd make it to one.
I'm surprised this even got on the ground.
Yeah.
But we fucking did it. And
We've been doing this for 2 years now.
it feels like it.
Uh-huh.
2 time-sensitive, anxiety-ridden weirdos.
Yeah.
But we're here. We made it to 10. I'm proud of us. And if you are here with us, then cheers.
Love ya.
Yes. So we've got some shit probably going forward, which we're hoping you're going to want to get involved in. We've got some badges coming because I got really drunk on Boxing Day and ordered a set of badges because why the fuck not?
You wanted those badges.
I got those badges. It was either that or a pair of Doc Martens.
Well.
I chose you motherfuckers over a new pair of DMs.
That is so touching.
So, bull. But yes, we're going to be having... Well, we're going to have badges, hopefully this week. If you want one, they're £1 each. We agreed on, and if you want them posting, it's just an extra £1. Get in touch with us. But the proceeds from the badges are going to... Why is my I've got notes. I've got notes. I made notes.
Is it Street Warriors UK?
It is Street Warriors UK. Thank you.
Coffee break.
Fucking hell, Britain. I do all this planning.
Two halves of the same idiot.
That's exactly what we are. But yes, I've got some notes about Street Warriors. So they are a non-profit organisation within the Northeast, and we are going to be getting involved with them personally. I'm going to get some more information through the Northern Social Group tomorrow, which is Friday. So numbers and maths, I'll post some information when I've got it, and this episode's live. That's terrifying. That's not many days.
I know. It's flying by.
It's January. And what they do is bits and bobs of everything, really. So you can volunteer if you'd like. They have like a street team who go out and give hot and cold food and like necessities to homeless folk and vulnerable people, as well as like housing advice and support and even stuff like benefits advice.
Yeah.
So if you need to get in touch with them, the website is streetwarriorsuk.org, and if you want to volunteer, you can use the email, which is volunteering@streetwarriorsuk.org, and they are totally inclusive. So whether you're a queero or not, you can come and join in and get involved with some stuff. But that's where our badge proceeds will be going to. So gives you fucking money, you bastards.
Yeah. So they're looking for donations as well. Is that right?
Yes.
That's great. So let's do some fundraising with our solidarity group, which if you were listening on the last episode, we mentioned, everyone felt a little bit in crisis after the election results, but there's been such a good rallying response of people fundraising over Christmas, and I just wanted to remind us to, you know, keep on with that, because, you know, there was Christmas, and, you know, the mood's kind of changed, so I don't want the motivation to go away.
No, I wholeheartedly agree.
There are still people sleeping rough, you know, and poverty's on the rise, so we need to go out and help folk.
Yes.
So get in touch with your whatever local organisations if you're in the northeast. Street Warriors UK seem like a good lot. Our little group are doing some fundraising for that, and you should make a little group too, amongst your pals and co-workers and however, and look after each other.
Join the revolution.
Yeah. And
we're gonna hopefully overthrow the government.
Sure.
And do some queer crimes and do shit that the government wouldn't approve of, like feeding homeless people and giving refugee families basic human dignity, as well as everyone else. So let's keep on with the spirit of giving to others, because that's our whole like vibe and aesthetic over here. Like, we've never been in this for money, for profit, or we just want to speak some fucking shite at each other and make a difference in our community. And that's what we're doing, so fuck yeah. Yeah. Well done to us.
We said right from episode 1 that was our goal, to raise money.
And within 10 episodes we've got there.
Yeah. Well, we've helped a few things. We helped promote the mermaids thing last year. We did.
Don't say last year, like it.
Oh God.
God.
We did Corbyn's Christmas challenge.
We did.
We raised a bunch of money, and we got a whole shopping trolley.
Oh my God, that was a fucking huge shop. So proud of us for that. That was a mountain.
It really was.
And we literally climbed a mountain last year.
We climbed a mountain. We visited a zoo. We started a podcast. Did a bunch of therapy. That was good.
Had a really good Christmas. Created the environment for Christmas.
Yes.
We both kind of made progress with relatives and cutting out toxic people from our lives. And I think, looking back, I mean, it wasn't the best year on so many levels, but on so many others, it was a pretty fucking good year.
Yeah.
And we've got some bad-ass plans for this year coming up, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Amsterdam, and hopefully you're all going to get to come with us.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe give you a little...
Not physically, but...
No, do not come with us, fuck off.
Emotionally.
Yes.
Or, like, virtually, I should say.
Well, we're going to be, like, crusty little feminist gays going watching Sleater Kinney in Amsterdam. It's going to be beautiful. And, yeah. And that's just, like, this month and next month.
I know.
Minus my hoard of appointments for every broken part of my body.
I mean...
in the next 2 weeks.
Same.
And then I turned 30.
Yeah. I've given up on appointments for broken body, and I've turned to yoga as the solution.
Oh, God. I should do yoga. I need some core strength.
Yeah.
I need to fight.
My core is popping, but also my ribs are sore.
That's a fucking mood.
Yeah.
I just do 5 sit-ups and feel like I've been punched in the gut the day after. It's great being disabled.
Man.
Or not, you know, whichever way you want to look at it.
I mean, it's not all bad.
No, it's not.
I think we're a class.
I think we are class.
So,
and I don't care what you lot think, but
care a
chances are, if you're listening, then you do like us, so
yeah.
Joke's on you. Go to therapy while it's still free. Oh.
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon?
Well, do you know, actually, I go to not NHS therapy.
That is correct.
And it's very good.
Just go get therapy. Start a podcast.
Yeah,
That's what we fucking did.
Start a podcast. Go to therapy. Get sober. That was a big stepping stone.
That was a huge stepping stone.
For sure.
Like, you spent Christmas sober. And we both spent New Year sober.
Yeah.
Like, you've been sober for
2 months.
Yeah.
Now?
Like, this does not include cannabis, because nothing includes that.
No.
But you haven't drank, you haven't had alcohol, even like 1 pint. You weren't giving it up for a can of fucking Foster's on Christmas Day. And there was no fancy cocktails provided. Because I just got 2 food comed.
I had a Virgin Bellini.
You did? They were pretty terrible.
Yeah, you should have strained them.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You live and you learn.
Aye.
What was it I said? I only learn by doing wrong. And then you made me write that down.
Yeah.
In a taxi.
Yeah.
That was profound, yet horrific. And the taxi driver's like, "What you doing?" Writing down.
Nosy fuck.
Writing down my own beautiful quotes. "Sir, what are you doing?" "Drive me home."
Exactly.
Shut up.
Shut up. I had a lovely taxi driver on Christmas.
Yeah, he didn't speak to you, did he?
Not a word. Well, he did one word. Yeah, because I asked him what's the name to check A, that it was mine, and B, that he wasn't a murderer come to kidnap me.
On Christmas.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, I know your name because it's me from the Uber app." And I said, "Cool." And then he said, "And Gate said aye." And I was like, "Yes." Like, one of my best friend Becky's house.
Easy fucking peasy.
To have a gay Christmas.
To have a gay Christmas.
Didn't give him all this info. I just bumfled like piles of presents and a fucking ukulele.
It was amazing though. It was the best Christmas I've had.
It was. Same.
You turned up like just a ray of sunshine, just walked in like, "Bitch, I'm here." Yes. And just dished out presents and then made me want to slap you in the nicest of ways.
Thanks, I guess.
It was more
for not physically slapping me.
No, it was the joy and the love and the thoughtfulness that you'd put into these gifts.
Oh.
And I thought I was good at gifts, but bitch, you give me a legit run for my money.
Well,
which we're not talking about because I'm still bitter about.
Yeah.
Even though them rat earrings that she bought me from Etsy that I fucking love.
Yeah. Well, I've got carried away, and then I was panicking because you were giving it. "Oh, I've done so well at getting your birthday presents," and you did,
I did.
But I got myself in a panic because I don't feel like I'm very good at presents, and so I just every time I was on Wish, I just got some bits, and then
I just had a parcel that I opened and just treasure fell out
until like days before Christmas. So then I was like, "Well, fuck! I haven't got anything. So then I was like, getting like a couple of big things here and there, and like because you'd been shopping until September, stressing me out. And then, I panic bought. I know of nothing for your birthday because
I don't fucking want anything after that treasure trove. Oh, I
have got at least one thing already.
Oh my God. But I got fucking spoiled on Christmas though.
Yeah.
Like fully spoiled, and I wasn't expecting it, and it was beautiful.
You should be spoiled. You created such a good Christmas for everyone.
And yeah, it was beautiful. But Adam made such a good dinner.
Oh, that dinner was a delight.
Perks of having a chef as a boyfriend. Oh, I mean, I've definitely put weight back on.
Yeah.
Boy, it's been fucking worth it.
I mean, do you know what it is? It's the winter months. I think it's just like a biological imperative. I don't know what that word means, but it sounded good.
It did. It sounded very good, yeah. Roll with it.
You're supposed to put weight on in the winter, it's cold. I think your body just does that.
Yeah. I mean,
and also, you know, it's traditional to like eat loads and so
crackers and
you know,
cheese.
we've done well. I would have been through like 2 or 3 bottles of Baileys.
That is true.
I've not had a drink.
You'd have been. You're a Bailey's in your coffee.
I'm even off the pork, so honestly, I had to shop around for shit to even have for Christmas.
But it worked, and that beef.
The only booze I've had was a spoonful of rum to set my pudding on fire.
That doesn't really count as alcohol
doesn't
content.
really count, no.
No. Oh, dinner, man.
Aye, that was boss like.
I told Adam that if I was on death row for, I don't know, murdering a bunch of people, don't push me. Like, my last meal would be that fucking Christmas dinner.
Aye.
Oof.
No, it was.
And you went into a little food coma and I had a nap.
I did.
Oh,
Your bed's comfy as shit.
Isn't it?
That was a really nice nap. And then when I got up, it was time to like play games and stuff. And then I'm ashamed to say that I beat everyone at Cards Against Humanity because I'm terrible. And really fucking
you were
funny.
actively trying to lose though at one point, and we were just like.
I realised I was so far ahead of everyone with my terrible sense of humour.
It's the one game that I get bitter about not winning.
Yeah.
Any other game, I'm not bothered about. I'm not super competitive. Like, if someone else wins, I'm like, oh, no, that's, like, well done. Mm-hmm. But fucking Cards Against Humanity,
Oh, you were fizzing.
I pride myself on my dark humour.
Yeah.
And when I do not win, I fucking fizz. But then I'd sort of go, well, it's fine, because at least, you know, you're not the worst person in this room right now.
How dare you?
You won by like 10.
By a country mile. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fucking... But then we tried Cards Against Disney.
Oh, that was terrible.
Which, if anyone's played it or thinks about buying it, just don't. Go buy Cards Against Humanity or expansion packs. Don't fucking... Oh my God. It was awful. Like, it just felt like sacrilege.
Yeah.
Like, with Cards Against Humanity, I've got no problem, like, saying, like, Madeleine McCann, Hillsborough, Nazis. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But when it's, like, slandering Disney and making...
I hate Disney.
I couldn't...
But, yeah.
It freaked me out. I was like, this is just unnecessarily graphic and disgusting.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. And it wasn't that funny. A lot of the answers didn't really work. Some of them were just answers to the question.
Yeah.
Like, who's that warthog and the fucking meerkat or whatever out of The Lion King? And then there was the one that was like Timon and Pumbaa, and you're like, how is...
Yeah.
That's not how this
Or
game
it'd be
works.
like, blank means no worries for the rest of your days, and there would be a card that says Hakuna Matata somewhere, which, haha, yes, they go together, but it's not funny. It was just terribly written, terribly... Whoever needs that, whoever made that game just needs fucking a good hiding, to be honest.
Yeah. No good. Cards Against Humanity was good, even though it's horrible.
It's the right kind of horrible.
Yeah.
We're very... What did Amanda Palmer say? Our job is to bring light into the dark.
Yeah, go into the dark.
And Our Lady of Self-Defense and grace and poise and amazing leg strength says that we must chuckle. So chuckle I will.
Go on then.
Fuck. I was actively trying not to. It's like, no, I will not laugh. Dickhead.
Oh, it's gone now.
No, I'm not. I'm here.
You're back.
I'm back in the room. Oh, God.
I'm doing a wriggle.
Doing a wriggle.
Yeah. We've got a new chair, but we've got me the old chair, and it's...
But it's not just a new chair, we're in a whole new setup.
We're in a whole new setup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've excavated the depression trash from my middle room.
Mm-hmm.
And installed a little office in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's our little podcasting studio.
Yeah, so it might sound a bit different, a bit more echoey, or I don't know what fucking technical things do. It's as bad as maths.
It is sounding a little bit roomy, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but it's nicer in here. It's warm. We painted it yellow. There's all the things. Yeah. It's not full of second-hand weed.
Yeah.
Which is both a blessing and a disappointment.
Oh, I hate to disappoint you, but also
I'm not fucking up all your stuff
well, exactly. I don't want to disappoint the listeners by breaking the podcasting equipment.
We'll just disappoint them in other ways.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Just by being mentally ill and speaking shite. I think they love it, though.
You've got to be mentally ill and speak shite yourself to listen to this nonsense, so...
Probably.
Yeah. Call all y'all out.
Yeah.
There are some crazy ones.
Aye.
But good crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And I'm hoping we find out who some of our listeners are if they get in touch with us for badges.
Ah, yes.
Because none of you communicate with me.
Oh. Go and speak to Beki. She's lovely.
Thanks. I got an email off your friend Rose.
Oh, yes.
Of toe beans, and no one else has sent me fucking toe beans, even though I've been asking for like 7 episodes. Just saying. And yeah, I want to know who you are. Come and talk to me. Like, don't talk to Becca. She probably won't respond. But come talk to me. Might be able to give you like 5 minutes a day. Yeah, if you catch you in the right mood though, you're dead chatty.
Yeah.
Catch me in the right mood, I'll fucking take your head off.
Aye. Do you know what it is? I'm not even chatty. I'm just, I don't know what the word for it is. Assertive.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Domineering.
All right, yeah.
You little fish, Jenny. Woo, woo, woo. Domineering, eh?
That makes me sound butch as fuck.
Eye rolling so hard right now. Because I can't say what I want to say on live radio.
It's not live. Stop saying this live.
It should never and never ever will be live.
I mean, it's for the best.
It's for everybody's interest.
What I'm going to do a live broadcast one day and it's going to be awful.
Probably in Amsterdam.
Possibly.
Like, yo, bitches.
We're going to try and do a video diary in Amsterdam, but you know what we like?
We went to do one for Glasgow,
10.
but Glasgow, in fairness, was a bit of a shit show.
A disaster.
All round. And it's nothing that I've ever wanted, and I definitely would have changed it for the world.
I mean, it was quite a nice town to visit, except, it was freezing and we didn't get into Lizzo and it's like kind of shitty. But
yeah,
I was glad. I've wanted to visit Glasgow. I went there. I didn't hate it.
Saw JJB Sports.
Yeah,
which is a fucking relic of my hometown. That was weird. And then it wasn't terrible, but we're definitely gonna have some more adventures in Amsterdam. So video diary coming your way. If I vocalize it and put it in the world, it's there.
Speak it into existence.
I just talk myself into shit that I don't want to do, don't I?
Yeah, my mic stand's fucked, and my mic has been drifting away from me.
You're just following your mic,
just mad roomy, and I'm sitting like Kermit the Frog now.
But you know how much I love Kermit.
Yeah.
Them shoes have gone on sale. You know, Irregular Choice. They have a Muppets.
Of course they do.
Section, and they have these Miss Piggy heels, which are amazing. But they've got like Kermit the Frog flats, and they're usually like 100 and something quid. But they've gone on sale at like 60, 70, and I can't justify that on a pair of flat shoes that I'm gonna ruin the like outers of because I walk like a weirdo.
Unfollow Irregular Choice because of shit like that. Just shoe envy. I hate it.
And I think they only go up to like an 8, but it's a small 8, and I'm a big 8/9. So just in case anyone ever wants to buy me shoes, like Doc Martens that I spent badge money on instead. I'm just anchoring for gifts. It's my birthday in 2 weeks, and I'm fucking unashamed.
I mean, that's fair.
I turned 30, and it's the only time I give a shit.
People who would buy you gifts would listen to this podcast. They fucking better. That'd be rude.
You better be coming to my
party.
party.
Our best friends don't even listen to this podcast. It's shocking.
Fizzing.
Yeah.
One of them is. My Laura's coming.
I don't know Laura yet.
You don't know Laura yet? No. She's one of my best friends from Wigan.
Cool.
She's my Wigan Bekah.
Okay. A rival.
A rival, you say? Your fucking eyes. Do I get to fight someone? Yes, my father.
I mean, sure.
Just please don't fight Laura.
Okay.
Laura's lovely. She has a cat.
Oh.
I knew that I'd fucking sell it.
I want a cat.
You've got a hamster.
I know it. And I live in a flat.
You're a tramster.
Tramster.
The travelling punk trans hamster.
They haven't done much travelling.
They've done enough travelling.
Enough.
Suicide leaps onto a pancake floor.
Fucking.
As soon as I said it, my heart dropped. I was like, oh God. It was like when the rats fell out my hood last week and I just heard, I was like, oh my God, what was that? My hood became like
Babies.
15 pounds lighter. Oh, they are so massive. I didn't realise rats got so big.
Yeah.
Because I've never had boys. Like I had 5 girls and none of them were ever that big. These are large. Large boys.
Big fat lads.
Big fat lads. But I love them. They're the cutest little things ever. Emma made them some ladders.
Yeah.
To get in and out the house. She spent like 6 hours like hand knotting and plaiting, like weaving stuff, and
yeah.
She made them a fucking ladder. Choss, as she would say.
Yeah. I'm being ridiculed in my own home.
How am I ridiculing you?
By you're not even ridiculing me.
I'm not.
It's my gremlins misinterpreting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, gremlins. Not in this house.
I mean, sometimes in this
Sometimes,
house.
absolutely, in this house, yeah. It's mostly. We're so mentally ill.
Frequently. Yeah.
How often do you feel down, depressed or anxious?
Yeah.
Sometimes, not at all. All the fucking time.
Those quizzes are so weird. And then sometimes when you're bad enough to like bother yourself to go to the doctor, you have to like downplay it a little bit, because you realise if you answer properly, they won't believe you. I think
or you're
you're
getting
lying
sectioned.
for drugs. Yeah.
Immediately sectioned.
Do you see that one tweet about, well, you've
Probably
scored
not.
25 out of 27 on your mental health questionnaire, and there's, oh, so does that mean I'm really good at mental health? And then a crisis counsellor and oh, beans. I'm glad that dramatic rendition of that tweet came across so well.
Oh, beans.
Oh, beans.
Oh, Lord.
Hashtag move the minute.
What is beans, or insert evil cackle here?
I mean, all of I was meaning, so I'm good at mental health.
Oh, beans. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put this jacket on.
This is the thing, you have to be very wily. You go in and, well, you have to tell us about all your mentalness and that. But if you tell us the wrong thing, I will call the police and have you put in the hospital. All right. Yeah, cool. Right.
Right, so which bits do I lie about?
Yeah.
All of it. Literally all of it.
Yeah. Well.
Except my therapist. I tell Neil everything.
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
Yeah, you have to find a good one, which is also annoying. It takes you a year and a half sometimes to get down on the waiting list, and then they give you a prick. And then you've got to advocate for yourself while you're having mental health problems. You have been for a fucking while. It's a ridiculous system, really.
It is. It's pretty shitty. Like, the whole system's fucked.
Yeah.
But there are people there trying. There are people within every field that we deem evil that have... Don't fucking roll your eyes at me. How dare you?
I see where you're driving this.
Where do you think I'm driving this? Oh, she's folding her fucking arms now, yeah. Right then. No, like, we had this conversation earlier.
Well, we did, yeah.
Not so much... It got a bit fucking hard.
It.
But we were talking about education, and education being a huge part of being a people. Growing, learning, being educated, but not necessarily in a regimented educational system.
Yeah.
And, like, my sister is a teacher, and I know full well she's got a heart of gold. I know exactly what her goals are, and I know she's not a dickhead.
Yeah.
But there are teachers within the system who are corrupt, who are just there to get fucking money and do as little as possible and X, Y, and Z. But you know the system's corrupt when you get in there. And this kind of works similar to what we were just talking about, where, like, there are people in every field, like... Even the police, like, as fucking much as we... There are people that go into... Stop making faces at me! You fucking... I'm trying to be serious here like a grown-up. You're like, we should have a two-way mirror. But,
no,
like,
yeah.
There are people who go into the police with... good intentions, with the intention to help people and protect, do what they can, help the community. I'm apparently going off on a very highly caffeinated tangent here, but what was it you were saying about community and be our own?
Yes, I was maintaining that, well, sort of, the problem with the police isn't that, like, there are bad eggs in the police. It's just, as a system, is inherently authoritarian and violent and abusive. And so it doesn't really matter what your intention is going into it, because that's the function of it. And then I was speaking to someone about, like, restorative justice and how strong communities make police obsolete because, well, for a lot of reasons. But, you know, like, if you have, like, a strong community, then there's no poverty, so then there's no need for people to be stealing. When people are looking after each other, there's not an adversarial feeling where you're set against these people. So that, like, reduces violence. When people are supporting each other, you know, there's just, like, a lot of less stress and anxiety that lead people to behave in, you know, antisocial, let's say, ways sometimes. So, yeah, that was my take on it.
I agree with you. I think the police is it's not black and white. It's one of those... Ironically, it's one of them subjects that you've got to constantly be in a grey area, because there are parts of it that are just fucking so unjust and evil. But then there are people, like, we know people within the legal community, won't name names, but we know people within the legal community that are fucking anarchists. And the second you say to someone, oh, I'm a lawyer or a barrister, I'm this, that and the other, like, oh, well, she's this, that and the other. It's like, no, this bitch is taking it down from the inside. Like, there are good people within quote unquote evil jobs. And sort of, like, I don't know what I'm, like, I know what I'm trying to say, but it's fucking hard without forming, like, giving an opinion that I'm, like, fucking anti-cop and pro-cop, because I'm neither. I'm not a fucking bootlicker by any fucking stance. I'm not gonna go to the police unless I 100% need to. And I think there are a lot of flaws with the system and how everything works, not just in our country, just fucking across the world.
Yeah.
But it's a very grey area, and it's not difficult to talk about, but it's so many streets you could go down. I think that's a conversation we could have for like 4 or 5 hours.
Definitely.
Meandering off down different like pathways and alleyways of what's right and just and people, and because it all comes down to morals. Yeah. And empathy. What was my profound moment?
I mean...
Which one? Which one today?
Exactly. That's kind of a big ballpark you're giving me there.
But, yeah, there are good people in evil positions, but there are also evil people in good positions.
I'm maintaining that there are no good cops for 2 reasons. One, the job necessitates intensely immoral acts.
I would agree, yes.
Like arresting people. That's kidnapping. You know,
legal kidnapping.
You have to harass and intimidate people. You have to sexually assault people. All of this is part of the job. And so that to me is irredeemable. But also there are like psychological vetting protocols, which you might think were to make sure, you know, there's no one with like ill intent who wants to abuse the position. But
no, that's exactly what they're trying to pinpoint.
What they're looking for is like authoritarianism, because, and this is how the police is like able to be so corrupt, because you have to put the authority of the police as the highest moral authority. They'll ask you stuff like, you know, would you arrest your own dad or something? And, you know, if you have any loyalties higher than that, whether that's to, you know, your family or your own ethical code even.
Can I hard tick yes?
Well, then you won't qualify for the police. So you would have to work the system to be, to my mind, an ethical person to even get into the police. You would have to lie, which is unethical, and then, you know, you've got to assault people, you've got to abduct people,
mentally mind fuck.
Yeah, and you might, you know, and whilst I accept that people can go into that on the presumption that what they're doing is, you know,
inherently good.
They're getting the bad guys, they're protecting people, and I can see, you know, like how you can see it that way, but I think just the mechanics of it is just too far gone, so to speak.
I think there's a huge difference as well between like the police, as in you phone 999, something bad's happened, they come out, and
a couple of days later, and like don't
do
give a
fuck
shit.
all about it. And then you've got the other kind of side of criminology, like the forensic side, detectives, people who do go into it with, some of them are fucking psychopaths, granted.
Yeah.
But there are some people who go into detective work rather than like fucking street walking, fucking baton twirling knobheads.
Yeah.
Who go in to be like, no, there are some serious fucking sickos out there and we want to do something about that, and it's specialised.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't get involved in,
the
like...
thing with that, though, is that a lot of these, like, sickos, as you say, are in the police because you get a fucking dungeon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there is occasionally, like, your Joseph Fritzels who fucking builds a dungeon to do horrible things to people in.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them don't put in the effort. They just join the police because that's how you get a dungeon, and you can put people in there and do things to them.
That's it. Me and the lad have been watching fucking loads of serial killer documentaries.
Yeah.
And like, I'm highly fascinated in that. I'm not afraid to admit that. Fucking love serial killer documentaries. Not a big fan of serial killers, you know.
Yeah.
Don't kill people. It's not cool. Don't fuck with animals.
To be fair. Oh, don't fuck with animals for sure.
But I'd rather you fuck with a human over an animal, just saying. But don't do it. But the psyche fascinates me. It's the same. I think it ties in weirdly, going kind of off topic, is why I find the podcast quite therapeutic.
Yeah.
Not because I'm a serial killer. But just dob myself in there. I'm interested in the human psyche. I'm interested in discussion and how my fucking brain works, which is why I like therapy, but this is kind of like therapy for therapy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by therapy for therapy, but...
Like, I have therapy.
Yeah.
Which allows me to go in and go, right, I feel some things that I can't necessarily describe, and you're going to help me describe them.
Okay.
But this is a different kind of therapy. It's a freedom of speech.
Yeah.
With my best pal, and we can just chat a bit and get into the psyche of things and the...
Yeah.
Not necessarily just ourselves, but other things, like the police, fucking food issues, you know, what we talked about, like food heaves and anxiety and meds and everything else. Like, we delve into our own psyche.
Wow. You make this podcast sound so deep.
And it's not.
It's not. Well, not usually, but I think today we've kind of... We've got, like, pretty deep into some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we've touched a nerve there.
Podcast gold.
Oof.
Yeah. This is what we have to do. You have to say something that I disagree with, but get me really stoned and full of coffee first. So I'm just like...
You fucking what, bitch?
You fucking what? But let me just casually explain my position.
Mental stimulation.
Yeah.
It works. You're very reactive.
I can be quite reactive, that's true.
The first second, like, within seconds of me saying something off key, shall we say.
Yeah.
Which I only say in the privacy of you and my own home. And you're the first one to go, oh, bitch. And then she gets the chalk out. And then there's a whole fucking 15-page lecture. I've got to take notes. There's a test after. And this comes back to the education thing, and I just don't agree with it because she makes me do tests.
I don't make you do tests. I have been known to do chalkboard lectures, so...
My whole life is just a test.
Wow.
This is what happens when you get stoned and caffeinated and then you're not allowed to get more stoned.
That's true. Yeah, we found the perfect recipe for podcasting. I've been dying for a pee for about 20 minutes, so that's keeping me on the edge of my seat. Giving me a certain urgency.
I wish I could disagree with you. But I've drank loads of coffee. Oh, we're here, like, oh, we're so fucking,
Yeah.
we're so grown up and independent, and look, we're gonna talk about things and be profound and intellectual, and then need away.
Oh God. Yeah.
Proof of why we are ADHD. Oh, she says, kicking the shit out of the printer.
Yeah, I mean, we're about almost at time, so will we give a shout out to our current fundraising projects and then wrap it up?
Aye.
Go for it then.
Me?
Yeah.
It's always me. It's always me.
All right then. Just you've got the notes. We're doing some stuff with Street Warriors UK at the minute. They got in touch with the Northern Region social group. And we'll encourage you all to do that. Form your solidarity groups. Work together, reach out, help one another, raise some
Some
money/funds. Pick a word. Tell your friends you love them.
Tell 2 friends you love them.
Tell 4 friends that you love this podcast.
Because it's my birthday.
Aye.
Tell 30 friends for the 30 years I've been alive.
Give
Assuming you
us-
have 30 friends.
Give us some money. We'll give you a badge, and then we'll give the money to the Street Warriors or something.
Because we're nice like that.
Yeah.
And community spirit bitches. The
Yeah.
future is female. Bye, friends.
Bye.